Come with me to the original Renaissance Pleasure Faire in Irwindale, California. If this is your first time watching, hi, my name is Clarissa and this is Beckoning Adventure. I urge you to subscribe for more amazing content. This was actually my very first Ren Faire, so it's only fitting that we went to the event that started it all. Literally. Founded in 1963, this was the very first Renaissance Fair in the entire United States, and it sparked a nationwide tradition of celebrating Elizabethan history through immersive entertainment, handmade crafts, and elaborate costumes. Over the decades, the fair has grown into a vibrant springtime tradition, running every weekend from early April through May. It's set in the imaginary town of Port Deptford, a bustling 16th English village brought to life with hundreds of performers, artisans, and enthusiastic guests. The entertainment here is no joke. There are 12 official stages, plus roaming performers everywhere you turn. You'll see everything from musicians and magicians to stunt performers, comedy acts, and royal processions. Throughout the day, I caught some of the fair's best-known acts, which I'll show you in just a moment. But first, a few tips if you're planning on your own visit. Most importantly, come prepared for a full day outdoors. The fair takes place at the Santa Fe Dam Recreation Area, which means you'll be walking on dirt and gravel for most of the day under the California sun. Bring some sunscreen, an umbrella or a parasol for shade, and plenty of water. There are food courts with drinks and snacks, but it's always a good idea to stay hydrated and take plenty of breaks. Dressing up is totally optional, but also incredibly fun. People go all out here, from historically accurate garb to whimsical fantasy looks like fairies, pirates, and even mushroom folk like me. I put together an outfit with a corset and a handmade mushroom hat, and it definitely added to the magic. If you're curious, I will put together a DIY costume video shortly, but I've also put up pictures on my other social platforms. And if you don't have a costume, no problem. There are shops throughout the fair selling everything from cloaks and corsets to flower crowns and leather goods. It's a great place to build a costume piece by piece. Okay, let's talk about it. The lines for food and drinks can get a little crazy, especially in the afternoons, so if you see something that you're interested in, and if the line's short, jump in. There are also tons of activities. For example, you can learn how to fence, there is some axe throwing, there are even rides like multiple types of swings. However, once again, the lines can get a little bit crazy for this as well, especially in the afternoon. For whatever reason, I feel like the Ren Faire just really gets very active in the afternoon and lines tend to build up. Maybe because most people are catching the joust in the morning. Now, this is definitely one of the main events of the day. It happens a couple of times during the day, and this is so popular that it is recommended that you come about an hour before if you want a seat. Unfortunately, I did not follow that advice. I did not get a seat, so I missed the show this year, but this is definitely something I am going to do the next time I go to Ren Faire because it looked incredible. An activity I would absolutely do with my kids is the knighting ceremony with Queen Elizabeth. She actually comes out, performs a knighting ceremony for little ones, and then hands them a certificate. This was so precious, and I absolutely would have loved this. Speaking of which, let's go ask her some questions.
Of this particular day?
Yes.
The number of splendid people that we have met upon the road. I cannot tell you the joy it brings us to be amongst our people and to see the joy that we bring unto them. Well, the first thing that thou must do is to be bold enough to ask. For indeed, if we know that you seek to come unto our court, then we shall think of the various honours that we may bestow upon thee, as indeed Sir Julian is aware. Of course.
I don't think I have ever been so starstruck in my life. She's absolutely incredible, but there are plenty of legendary talent to be found around the fair. For example, the magnificent MooNiE.
Woo!
You may be asking yourself, how do I make sure I don't miss any of this exciting entertainment? And the answer is simple. They have a schedule. Every day of the Ren Faire, they have a schedule, and this paper schedule also includes a very nifty map on the back, but the Ren Faire is basically like a giant snake, so you really can't ever get lost. Let's catch some Broon.
1, 2, 3, Noah! Ooh, wait. Why did I go for that? Oh, here we go, More Eagle. How do we get? Here we go. Thank you very much.
She needed no introduction, but I'll introduce her anyway. That last clip was from Supernova, the amazing strong woman, and her show is just as incredible. Most of these shows run multiple times a day, so don't stress out too much. If you can't make it to one, you'll definitely make it to another, and these are also fantastic opportunities for you to sit down, especially in a comfortable shaded area. MooNiE and Broon are phenomenal on their own, but they also have a show together toward the end of the day. I decided not to spoil that for you, although it is absolutely hysterical, and I really recommend that you go see it for yourself. Thank you so much for coming along on this adventure. If you're planning your own trip to the Renaissance Pleasure Faire, I hope this gave you a helpful preview. Don't forget to check the description for my recommended packing list, costume links, and more tips. And if you've been before, tell me in the comments who's your favorite act, or what do you always bring with you to the fair? Before I go, I'll leave you with one final tip. There are ATMs all over the Renaissance Fair, but it really helps if you bring cash along with you. Most of the vendors only deal in cash, and this will make your life a lot easier. I hope you enjoy your visit and see you next time.